It is my privilege to have the opportunity to talk to Mr. Tony Losacano today. I want to hear about his experience with this technology we might call a complex nanofluid system. I think his experience with this chemistry can offer us some important insight and understanding about its value as we consider the use of this new nanotechnology, which is referred to as a complex nanofluid or CNF additive. This chemistry has been and is being further developed by CESI Chemicals, a division of Flowtech Industries. I'm Jim Crafton of Performance Sciences, a third-party independent consultant to CESI and Flowtech. My task has been to evaluate the post-treatment production performance of wells with and without the CNF additives that used in them. This has been done in 6 different shale plays across the U.S. So I am really looking forward to this conversation with Mr. Tony Losacano. Tony, welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I really look forward to hearing about your insight and observations as you describe your experiences with this new complex nanofluid system. But before we go too far, would you tell us a little bit about your professional experience, what basins you've worked in, and especially how your work fits into the puzzle of making the best possible oil and gas wells?
Sure. I got into the business 30-some years ago. I graduated from West Virginia University with a petroleum engineering degree in 1980, and I immediately went to work for B.J. Hughes out of their research facility in Arlington, Texas. There I was the group lead of the fracturing fluid technology. And from that, we developed all the new fluids and techniques, and I was in charge of bringing them out and implementing them to the various parts of the country. So from that point forward, I worked in most of the major basins throughout North America. After approximately 5 years there, I ended up working for a small independent company up in the Rockies out of Denver. Worked there for a number of years till we were bought, and then I became a fracturing quality control specialist on site. Did that for a number of years until I went to work for Halliburton, where I was an account manager for 15 years, working with many of the major independents in the Rockies and working throughout those basins. Some of those independents would be Anadarko, Noble, Encana, Questar. And then in my last year, I now am a vice president of E&P for KP Kaufman, which is a small independent with operations here in the DJ Basin.
So it's safe to say you've kind of seen both sides of this coin, the operations side, design side, execution, and then having to look back and make money from what you did.
Very much so. I've worked both sides of the operations, from being very small in the totem pole to all the way up to management.
Excellent. Could you just give us a general description of the kind of frac jobs that you've managed? What kinds of fluid systems, what kinds of additives?
Yeah, my career sort of spans really the breadth of all the fracturing fluids. The first 20 years were pretty much fully cross-linked fracturing fluid systems. And then the last 10 years has been sort of a variety of systems, with the majority of them being a hybrid type frac. But I have pumped water fracs, fully cross-linked systems, and then again, the hybrids are probably 80% of what we currently do.
Can you tell me a little bit, just to make sure I understand, what exactly is a hybrid system?
The hybrid system really tries to take the best of the water frac in a fully cross-linked system. And it does this by taking the pad, or the first part of the treatment is 30 to 50% of the treatment is water, and the proppant carrying portion of it is fully cross-linked. So from that you get the benefits of the water frac and the benefits of a fully cross-linked system.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any guess at all about how many frac jobs you've been involved in? It sounds like from what you described of your experience, you've had quite a few.
It was funny, someone asked me this the other day at work, so I had thought about it, and I think I've been on about 2,000 locations where I was actually controlling the job. And as far as designs or being part of, it's thousands, and in stages probably tens of thousands now. Again, it's amazing over 30-some years how it starts to all add up.
Been there, done that.
Yes, and have the scars.